Hello friends, today we'll discuss about topic reproduction in organisms. You know, each and every organism can live only for certain period of time. The period from birth to natural death of an organism represents its lifespan. Lifespan of different organisms are different. For example, lifespan of an elephant is 65 to 90 years. Lifespan of a dog is nearly 20 to 30 years. A butterfly survives only for 1 to 2 weeks. Lifespan of a parrot is nearly 140 years. Crocodile survives for 60 years. Lifespan of a tortoise is nearly 100 to 150 years. And lifespan of a banyan tree is nearly up to 200 years. What is reproduction? Reproduction. Actually, reproduction is defined as a biological process in which an organism gives rise to young one, or you can say offspring of their own kind. The offsprings grow, mature and turn to produce new offspring. There is a cycle of birth, growth and death. Reproduction enables the continuity of species. The question is, why do organisms reproduce? Why do organisms reproduce? So the answer is to maintain continuity in races. Answer is to maintain continuity in races. Actually, every living organism is mortal. That is कि जिस एनिमल का बर्थ हुआ है डेथ निश्चित है. But some single celled organisms are considered as immortal. There are various modes of reproduction in different organisms which are broadly classified into asexual and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction and second one is sexual reproduction. First of all, we will discuss about various asexual reproductive modes in different organisms. In asexual mode of reproduction, a single individual can produce offsprings. As a result, the offsprings that are produced are not only identical to one another, but they are also exact copies of their parents. So we can say, in case of asexual reproduction, all the organisms can be produced from a single parent, because in asexual reproduction there is no need of formation of gametes as well as no need of fusion of gametes, that is called fertilization. So the product of asexual reproduction are always identical to their parents, and the term clone is used to describe such. Term clone is used to describe such morphologically and genetically similar individuals. So we will talk about various modes of asexual reproduction in organisms. First of all, the mode of asexual reproduction is fission. Fission. The term fission means division. In this mode of reproduction, the single cell organism divide itself into two or more halves. If organism divide into two, then it will be called as binary fission. Binary fission means the mode of fission in which an organism divide into two equal halves is called binary fission, as in amoeba, euglena, paramecium. If organism divides into more than two, then it will be called as multiple fission. Multiple fission is a mode of fission in which organism divides into more than two halves, as in plasmodium. Plasmodium is considered as a protozoan protist, which is a casual pathogen of malaria. Then another mode of asexual reproduction in different organisms is called budding. Budding is a particular mode of reproduction in which an outgrowth develops over the surface of organisms in the form of a bud, and bud is the particular site from where the mode of cell division become rapid to produce an outgrowth over the surface of organism, as in hydra. This one is called bud. In case of hydra as well as in case of yeast, the mode of asexual reproduction called budding occurs. Bud is an important outgrowth which sprout to produce. In case of hydra, it will develop into tentacles and detaches from the parent plant to behave as a new organism. Then next mode of asexual reproduction in different organisms is spore formation. An important example is there in case of rhizopus. The spore formation mode of asexual reproduction occur in such organisms. Here, in case of rhizopus is example of a fungus which grows over bread. This one is considered as hyphae of rhizopus, and this one is sporangium. Here, it contains a single nucleus. After its growth will divide into small nuclei or a cyst wall develops over them. Whenever it will get mature fully, then it dries up and its sporangium gets ruptured to release the spores, which whenever come in contact with any surface will grow to produce new hyphae. So this mode of asexual reproduction is called spore formation. Another mode of asexual reproduction is called fragmentation. Fragmentation is a very common mode of asexual reproduction found in different algae, as in spirogyre. In case of fragmentation, the entire filamentous structure of algae will detaches either mechanically from its part, which behave as a new individual. Then another mode of asexual reproduction in organism is considered as regeneration. The regeneration mode of asexual reproduction is that in which even a single part of organism's body can regenerate to produce new organism, but mode of regeneration is different in different organisms, as in case of starfish, whenever arm of starfish, single arm of starfish detaches from its parent part, then it will develops new one. But regeneration mode of asexual reproduction is very common in